ladies and gentlemen, I apologize ahead of time, but anybody watch if you have Peacock, I have, because of the actor comic thing, I can write off every one of the streaming channels, so I have all of them, and and the original Saturday Night Live episodes are available to watch on Peacock, including the first, and if you watch the first 3, it's kind of bizarre. It's not the show you think of. The not ready for primetime players were a minor aspect of it. Chevy Chase had way more weight than the rest of the crowd in there. This is well before, Belushi was sort of the pocket star, and they had the Muppets on. And there's the second episode is like a Simon and Garfunkel special. It's amazing. It's go watch it. It's and the Muppets that are in that episode aren't like the Muppets from the show. They're these kind of low tier, scraggly, fucked up, dirty looking ones, and I don't know why that came to mind. Can you? I can imagine. So yeah. Oi. So she's on Newsmax talking about Tucker. Tucker did not deserve this treatment, which apparently he did, for the record. But what treatment, we don't know. I'm confused. So let's find out. She's on Carl Higby's show.
Lone Star Transfer. Call today for a free, no obligation.
No.
But apparently that's still not enough. As a result of a string of leaked videos, text messages, and a variety of other emails, they've attempted to portray Tucker as a bigot, misogynist, racist,
Who has? How would they portray him as those things, showing who he actually is?
Key buzzwords that mean.
You know who's trying to make him appear to be a racist and a misogynist and an asshole? Tucker Carlson. I think he played a major part in that. He was cast in the leading role in the videos that make him look that way.
You're a no good bad man. But who could be behind
a no good bad man?
These leaks. Former Fox News host Megyn Kelly has a theory.
This is just too obvious, Irina. Again, it's my opinion.
Oh, right. She's attacking the publicist there, apparently, that he called the C word a bunch of times. She thinks this is the tea from inside Fox.
It's all being leaked by Irina Briganti, who's made it her mission to ruin Tucker Carlson. She hates it when you mention her name on the air. She hates it when her pictures make the air. But she's happy.
Does she, though? Oh, shit. It's amazing. Hold on. I feel like... Where's this? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Whoops, I gotta put it in here. Checking something. Give me 1 second. No, that won't work. This is as close as we're going to get, I think. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, please go on. Tell us, Megyn, that she hates it. Don't let her tell Dish Girl.
To besmirch yours.
She's smirchy and besmirching. Don't besmirching her.
She's in the business of ruining your name.
Oh my God, she's in the smirch business.
Sounds awful, but
yeah, it does. It sounds like, oh my God, I can't even believe they let people who are that awful work at Fox. You know what I mean?
Irina Briganti is a chief executive in the Fox News Public Relations Department, and she's been described by others other than Megyn Kelly in terms that I can't even repeat on air.
Yes, Tucker called her the C word.
Now, Newsmax recently...
Yeah, she's a Fox employee. She's been there for a long time. She worked her way up from just being a PR person to being their head person. Of course she's awful. Look where she works.
She reached out to Briganti, and she issued the following response that what Megyn Kelly said is completely false and an outright lie. Joining us now is Kimberly Guilfoyle, host of the Kimberly Guilfoyle Show on...
Speaking of completely false and an outright lie...
On Rumble...
Those lips came in a can with a key on them. Sorry. Oh my God, it's a can full of Kimberly Guilfoyle lips
All right, KG.
in olive oil.
How well do you know this
KG?
Briganti person? Is it possible it's coming from her?
Listen, I do. I know her very well because I worked at Fox News for many years over at.
Yeah, why were you fired? Oh, right, because you were sexually harassing people there too. Is there anybody that they're talking to about this fucking issue besides Tucker Carlson that wasn't kicked to the curb for sexually harassing someone or left because they were being sexually harassed in the case of Megyn Kelly?
A decade. I know just about, everybody there. But what's unfortunate, and Tucker Carlson is a very close friend of mine, and Don Jr., he's a great guy. He's an unbelievably talented person. I have...
At what? I've seen him bullshit for a living. I mean, it's a money-making thing, and he could afford to take a shitty salary early on because he was born rich. So he got a leg up on other people, basically making interns wages, which helps, I suppose. But does he play the flugelhorn? What?
I anchored a lot of hours with him when I would fill in and help out the team on Fox and Friends, where he started there and was a contributor. I've been on air with him a lot. I know him for
And both of you don't work there anymore. What's up?
many, many years, and he's a great guy. He's a super, super huge talent. I think this is...
Is he talented, though? That's the question. And I know you're saying he's talented, but they're putting pictures up that don't make him look talented. They're putting up pictures, quite frankly, that make him look like a ditzy blowhard.
Very disturbing and distressing what's happened here, because the information, no matter who it's from, is coming from Fox and from people on the inside. Why are there tapes being leaked of him on set? I mean, it's so violative, especially when...
Oh, it's such a violation. That video that was recorded of you live on your show that was rolling is seen by people.
You have people that work so hard, skip holidays, family time, vacation, whatever they do to bring the news to you, to work for a network and an organization and take it really seriously.
Fuck off. Fox isn't a charity. Stop talking about like it's fucking NPR and you work through the pledge drive. What the fuck are you talking about?
Seriously, making a lot of sacrifices.
What sacrifices? Dude was born rich and stayed that way. Get this shit out of here.
I think it's hurtful to have information like this coming out, smearing
Well, at least you admit it's information. At least that's progress.
a good man. He's a good father and a good husband, great to his kids.
Unlike Don, I guess, or
I love his father as well. And it's just very disturbing because he really did do such a wonderful job for Fox and for the American people. And
he did it for free too. He didn't work there. That's the great thing about Fox is it's really just, it's like a community get together. You know what I mean? They have Karl Marx quotes in stone at the foot because everybody just works there because out of just their love of bullshitting people, I think, is the gig.
Out of touch management can become
because fucking management. Don't get me started.
This is somebody who was beloved by.
He was beloved. Especially the white supremacist talk and using the C word for people in the work environment. All that stuff. I mean, that was what people they came to work every day. That's why they didn't take a paycheck so they could hang out with him while he was a piggish asshole.
The American people, they turned out in record numbers to watch him, and he certainly doesn't deserve this treatment.
Well, it's debatable.
I've had contact with him, obviously.
You have, and he said what? You've had contact with him, because other people, he's not returning their phone calls, but he returned yours
since he's left, and he's been, very nice and tried to say he's thankful and grateful for the time that he had there, and it's just not right. I mean.
Wait, he was grateful and thankful for the time that he had there. He called you to tell you that he was grateful and thankful for the time that he had at Fox. And then what? He just hung up and went back to drinking?
Nobody's going to want to go work for a place like this if you're going to get, destroyed. One person after the next. Whenever they leave Fox, there's terrible stories that are put out.
Yeah, the terrible stories put out about former Fox employees where it's just gross, where they just tell people how you really were. And that's not right.
It's very upsetting and disturbing for everyone.
Nah, I don't know. I'm good. You guys good? I'm good.
Everyone, and this is happens over and over again.
Maybe it's their hiring practices. Maybe Fox is just hiring gross, awful, disgusting, bigoted, racist, sexist, horrible human beings. Maybe that's right.
Yeah. And the fine morality
Yeah.
at the Media Doesn't Matter site. They're the ones leaking all this.
Ooh, media doesn't matter. There you go. Somebody's been taking the Donald Trump online course on shitty retorts.
Stuff. But even CNN.
Media doesn't matter. Okay.
And the unholiness. Look, I don't really care for CNN at all after what they went after me for. But Don Lemon.
No one cares. They went after you for something?
They didn't leak anything on this guy.
Maybe they let him go just because it was money and ratings, like a normal deal that happens to people. He didn't do anything in particular. He said some shit on air that was put him on his heels a bit, and they were like, yeah, it's time to move on. But it wasn't on the, on the level of like bigotry and awfulness that came from. Maybe that's why.
What a good point, right? They're
Totally.
just like, oh, we wish you well. And his coworkers were saying.
Yeah, that's what Fox said to Tucker Carlson first. And then he came out and said, no, I didn't want to go, and they wouldn't let me have my last show, and evil, and then
saying that, etc. So it's just,
etc. And as such, and the Iraq.
Such a scorched earth,
Right.
a way of handling things.
It's disgusting. Speaking of scorched earth, check out this face.
I think people saw that loud and clear.
And I just think there is a better way, and it doesn't reflect well on anyone or the organization. I had many phenomenal years at Fox that I, absolutely loved and worked with fantastic people, but I don't.
Yeah, who are still working there, by the way, and who are awful.
Like to see this aftermath and smearing that's going on. And, I'm sure they know who's behind it there, but, it
I bet they do.
Shouldn't be allowed. There's people leaking, right? Otherwise, how would they have this material that Fox News has? That's what's disturbing to me.
That's right. They're clearly, and so you're afraid, your concern is that they have stuff on your time there that might be. Is that a bit of a worry for you?
Yeah. Well, real quick, I got about 30 seconds left.
Which is far too much.
It appears that all the stuff we've been saying about Biden might actually be true.
That's amazing. That's fucking incredible. This is what. Wait. No. We got to roll back on that one. Give me what was that again? Jesus Christ. Hold on.
I got about 30 seconds left. It appears that all the stuff we've been saying about Biden might actually be true.
That's great. If anything, I've never seen a sentence sum up this entire fucking network so perfectly.
Yes, it's unbelievable. And,
you're right. It is unbelievable. It might actually be true. It's unbelievable that it's true.
You have stuff dating back to 2020, but now we're getting the information about it in 2023. The American people deserve and need answers about the Biden corruption, about the influence peddling, about the profiting. And now we have direct evidence coming out with a whistleblower about improper behavior by then Vice President.
Improper.
Yes, that's a nice way of saying it, okay? Vice President Joe Biden. So we need to get this information. I think it's going to be pretty explosive. And
yeah, it's going to be great. When we get it, it might actually be true. Perhaps it's a thing. And this whistleblower who's very, they're coming out and they're saying it and they've got copies of stuff. And it's just, you know what? And they're going to do a thing. Apparently, they're so trustworthy that Rudy Giuliani has signed them on to read the audiobook version of the affidavits from 2020. Yeah.
Grassley doesn't put out statement and letters like that unless he's got the goods.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's been putting out nothing but those. He put out a 1,000-page report last year.
So I think this is going to be fairly significant.
Fairly significant. Yes, that's what they always like. Right about the time they busted John Gotti, they were like, "Well, this looks fairly significant."
Well, going to be interesting to follow. Kimberly Guilfoyle, always a pleasure.
Oh, it's going to be very interesting. Oh, so interesting.
Pleasure.
You too.
All right.
Yeah, so good. And almost going to be a thing. I think it's possible that at some point there might be an actual something.